Konnichiwa. This is Steven, and I'm back with another photo analysis. This time I'll be analyzing the album covers of Anna Tsuchiya, and I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing her name, so forgive me. But Anna's album entitled Lucifer. Awesome title, by the way. Just an awesome title. Is she a part of the Alumni Association or something? Anywho, this photo analysis was requested by YouTube user J-Pop Karaoke. So thank you for the request. Alright, so let's take a look at the CD-only version of Anna's album cover. Alright, so when I see this photo, it looks like she's in some sort of body of water. And there's like a reflection of her, but the reflection is different than Anna in the foreground. It looks like she might have been, either this is like a marriage ceremony or a funeral. The theme of this album, I assume, is Lucifer, so it has to do with something of, like, Satan, basically. So she's trying to say, like, she married Satan, or she is Satan. I don't know. There's a lot of activity going on in this photo. I like her look, although it looks a little demonic. I guess because she's just so pale, maybe. And her lipstick is really dark, and her eyes are dark. It seems like she's going for that look. I'm not sure, what religion homegirl practices. But, she might be a part of that, alumni association. Hopefully she's not. Hopefully, she didn't, join up in that. Let's see. I'm not quite sure where the water comes in, though. I would think fire, but I guess maybe that's a bit too obvious. So she's like, hey, how about water instead? Just go with the exact opposite. But I'm not sure if I see the theme of the album played up in this photo. And when usually that happens, I'm just like, okay, deliver a good photo. So is this photo a good photo? I'd say it is. It's interesting, It's not, the most contemporary mainstream photo, but that can be a good thing, because sometimes the market is just oversaturated with album covers that are kind of, generic, and just, it's not really like having any artistic value with them. And I think this album cover does have some artistic value. It does seem like it is pulling from a certain type of art form or art style. I also noticed that Anna's hair is black in this photo, and when I've seen her hair's blonde, and I'm not sure if she is a natural blonde. Chances are she probably is not, but she does pull off blonde very well, And for those of you who don't know, Anna, she's like, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, She's not quite Asian, not quite Caucasian. But to me, she kind of does look, from what I've seen, kind of looks a bit more Caucasian than Asian. But, that's neither here nor there. But, I just want to, make mention of that. I think she pulls off both looks very well. The black hair look as well as the blonde look. I think, for me, like, I believe that she was a natural blonde. So, hey, you did your thing, Anna. It looks like she's being washed away in this photo or something. Is she being baptized? Who knows? There's so many different possibilities with this photo. Who knows what's going on here? It's just a lot to analyze and a lot to interpret, and it could go a lot of different ways. Um, but I'd say that she is trying to send a message here, and she's showing herself twice in this photo, and it's like a reflection, but it's a different reflection. So maybe she's saying she has like a nice side and a bad side, or maybe there's sort of like a struggle that she's going through as far as like fighting against the tide, or I'm not sure. The theme of the album is Lucifer, so I'm trying to connect it to that theme. But then again, there are times when like artists have an album title and an album theme, but they don't really follow that theme or play up the theme in on the album cover. But on to the next album cover. Alright, this is the album cover for the CD plus DVD version of Anna's album Lucifer. And again, you see that there's like a reflection of Anna. There's like two different Annas. There's an Anna in the forefront and there's an Anna in the back. And she's in the water, but this time the water isn't as high as it was before. In this photo, it's like the water is probably like a little above her knees. In the previous photo, the water was, above her waist. And again, it seems like, there's something like maybe she's fighting against the tide. Maybe she's winning since the tide is low. Or maybe she has a chance to win. She has on that veil. Or I'm not quite sure what they call it, but it looks more or less like a veil. I'm not sure if that veil is associated with some type of a ritual, like a wedding or a funeral, or some ritual associated with the Alumni Association. But nevertheless, the veil looks interesting. It kind of looks a sort of like a sari a little bit, like what Indian women wear. But if you notice, she doesn't have the veil on in her reflection. And I'm sure she's trying to tell us something with that. But I'm not sure what. Also, the veil is in the forefront this time. In the previous photo, the veil was in the back. And it looks like she's in a whirlpool, perhaps. But this time, she doesn't seem as sucked up by the whirlpool. But yeah, like this, it's I will say that this photo is very artistic. If I put this photo in a frame, put this photo in a frame and put this in an art gallery, people would just be like, wow, this photo speaks volumes to me. It is just so artistic. I must meet the artist. So, good job to, the whole crew who helped put this photo together. However, I don't see the theme of Lucifer being played out in this photo. As far as I know, I don't. Just, I guess, because the only thing I can really think of is like just Anna's look being a little on the, I don't want to say like demonic, but I guess looking dark, maybe that's it. I'm not sure who Lucifer is in her life. Does she mean Lucifer as in, some specific person is Lucifer? Or maybe is this photo, this is like about Lucifer himself or itself? I don't know. But, again, if you can't really, like, if an artist doesn't interpret the theme, then, just judge the photo, just on its merit of being a good photo. And I do think this is a good photo. It's really interesting. You know, if this photo, like, if this album just had a different name, I think this would work probably a little, like, I guess, I don't want to say it would work better, but I'd say that it probably wouldn't, it probably wouldn't not be such a turnoff, maybe. Because, people, they want to, like, some people at least want to kind of like stay on, the right path. And these photos, they're a bit ambiguous. You know, you're not quite sure what message Anna is trying to send with these photos. Is she saying that she's against him, or is she for him? Is she, you know, a part of the alumni association? And again, if I haven't mentioned it before, I just want to say again, I refer to them as the alumni association. But you know who I'm talking about, though. The photo that I think is the best photo and the photo that best interpret the theme would be the CD only version of the photo, because I think that you get to see Anna more, while in the CD plus DVD version of the photo, like, you do see her, but you don't see her as well, because the photo is more of like a body shot than, you know, maybe more so like a beauty shot. Also, I noticed something in these photos. If you look at the photos and look at Anna's face, you'll notice that her eyes are closed. And I wonder what she was trying to send with that. Like, what message she was trying to send with that. Yeah, feel free to let me know. But, on an artistic side, and as far as artistic merit is concerned, I think these are great photos. As far as marketing is concerned, I think that these photos mixed with the album's title may cause some, controversy, and it may, turn some people off, because, people want to kind of make sure that they're on the right path. And these photos might not help, they might not help, and as well, parents might be turned off too. But then again, this is Japan, and I'm not sure if people in Japan having, a concept of Lucifer, just because I don't know if there's like that sort of a deity in, Shintoism. I think that's what you call it. The religion that a lot of Japanese people practice. But, nevertheless, that's my opinion. But feel free to let me know your opinion. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe, and feel free to give me a thumbs up. The support is always appreciated. As well, I thank you guys for watching. I thank, people for subscribing, especially the people who have just subscribed. Thank you very much. As well, I thank the older subscribers for continuing to watch and listen to my videos. So until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.